For us, it's interesting because when you're talking about project oriented work, yeah, that's a long way to the finish line, right? And yeah, you certainly need to have a certain amount of them and anticipate that a certain amount won't go through
Hmm.
for one reason or another. I'm in an industry that's far more kind of transactional in nature, right? I mean, we're doing repairs and we sell spare parts for customers when they have machine tools and robots go down. Um, the number of leads and the number of sales we're pursuing needs to be a lot higher because we're not making sales in $500,000 chunks at a time, right? I mean, we're literally making
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
$3,500 at a time. So it takes an awful lot of them to
Yeah.
fill that
Yeah.
pipeline
Absolutely.
up.
It's like kind of like relationally, it's almost the equivalent of like profit margins and whatnot, as similar to like a vehicle sale, right? Some of your pricings can be around those
Yeah.
same prices, and or maybe even like used vehicle pricing and whatnot. Because I actually spent like the first couple years of my career doing robot refurb work. That's kind of where like I did my initial like apprenticeshipping and learning of robotic
Yeah.
systems and whatnot.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I think you just said something really important in there too, and that is, relationship. I mean, I think a lot of folks can get tied up in, hey, am I putting something out there at the right price to win it? Am I doing all these things? But so many of the little nitty gritty things that win and lose jobs, aren't don't have to be the primary consideration if you've built that relationship with a customer or client based on gaining trust, right? I mean, because if you don't have that, then you really are literally into, let's just sort of death by scope, right? I mean, let's just look at
Yep.
every little nitty gritty thing, and you know how it works. I mean, it's the customer's job almost to kind of
Hmm.
grind you down and get it as cheap as they can. But if you build that relationship that says, hey, this job I'm going to do for you is bigger than just what you're going to pay for or what you're going to get. It's the fact that I'm guaranteeing an outcome for you. That's really what I'm selling you, is not
Thing.
a
Yeah.
$501,000 project that I could knock a buck off if I needed to. It's the fact that you need to automate a line, and I'm going to help get you there by concept and by partnership and responsible sourcing and
Yeah.
everything else you can imagine that
Yeah.
goes into
Absolutely.
that.
That's been like a key shift for like our sales process and for myself